All right, come on in. We're making a classic twist to spaghetti and meatballs, but this is called spaghetti and lentil meatless balls. It has a lot of protein. It's about 24 grams per serving. So let's get into it. Let's see what we need. Now for the vegan Parmesan cheese, we're gonna need 3/4 cups of cashews, 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast, 3/4 teaspoons of sea salt, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now for the lentil meatless balls, we're gonna need 1 cup of cooked lentils, 1/4 cup of chickpea flour, 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed, 1/3 cup of water. For the seasonings, we'll need a teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of fresh thyme, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 clove of garlic, a few stems of parsley or about 2 tablespoons chopped parsley, and olive oil for cooking. You're also going to need a food processor in order to mix these ingredients together. Now for the tomato sauce, you're going to need a jar of tomato sauce. Now this is optional, 2 teaspoons of coconut sugar. I like the sauce a little sweet, but if you don't, you can leave that out. Fresh basil and a couple sprigs of parsley. You're gonna need a half a box of whole wheat spaghetti and some fresh chard for our greens. All right, so let's first start off by making the vegan Parmesan cheese. So we're gonna need the food processor. So we're gonna add in the cashews, nutritional yeast, and the salt and garlic. Okay, and we're gonna pulse this. We're gonna pulse this until it's a breadcrumb or the texture that you desire. Okay, see, this is the texture that I want. It's kind of like a breadcrumb texture. If you want it finer, you can process it a little bit longer. Okay, so that's it for the vegan Parmesan cheese. Okay, so next we're gonna prepare the lentil meatless balls. We're gonna start off by mixing the flaxseed and the water together. Okay, this is considered like the flax egg, and this is going to help hold the meatballs together. Make sure it's fully combined, blend it together. Okay, and you're gonna set that aside for about 5 minutes. Okay, next we're gonna add in all of the ingredients into the food processor. So the lentils, chickpea flour, and our seasonings. This is gonna give it a lot of flavor. We added some chili powder to give it a little spice to it, a little kick. Okay, add in the garlic clove. And we're gonna cut up, we don't want the stems of the parsley, so we're just gonna cut the leaves. Okay, so after the flaxseed settles for 5 minutes, okay, this is the texture consistency that we're looking for. It's all fully combined. So we're gonna add this in. This is the last ingredient to add into the food processor. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pulse this. This is looking good. Okay, so this is the type of consistency that we're looking for. We can go ahead and start forming these, forming the mixture into meatless balls. Okay, just about 1-inch size balls, just like this. All right, so you're gonna preheat a pan on medium-high heat. Once it's heated, drizzle in some olive oil, okay, and add it to the pan. Okay, and we're gonna cook these until they're brown and really nicely toasted. Okay, make sure you rotate them so they can be evenly cooked on all sides. Okay, so you just want to cook these until they're golden on each side. I mean, these got a little crispy, but that's okay. So now we're going to turn down the heat all the way down to low and cover it with a lid so we can ensure that it's fully cooked inside. Okay, now we're going to prepare the chard. You can start by preheating a pot or pan to medium-high heat. Okay, while that's heating up, you're going to remove the stems from the chard. Okay, let's go ahead and chop up the chard. Okay, when the pan is hot, drizzle in some olive oil and add in the chard. Okay, so cook this on medium-high heat. We're gonna cover this with a lid, and you're just gonna steam it for about 5 to 7 minutes. All right, so after about 5 minutes, let's check and see. Okay, so this chard should just be a little wilted. You don't want to overcook it. So this is perfect. Okay, next let's prepare the tomato sauce. So you're going to start off by preheating the pot on medium-high heat. Once it's hot, add in the sauce, then the coconut sugar. Okay, we're going to chop up the basil. Okay, and then we're also going to chop up the parsley. Start by but remove the stems first. Okay, so go ahead and add the fresh basil and parsley. This is going to add lots of flavor, more flavor to the sauce. Okay, stir it around. Okay, and cover with a lid, and we're just going to bring this to a broil and then turn it down to low heat and simmer for a few minutes. Okay, there you have it. Spaghetti and lentil meatless balls. Enjoy.